All of the above data types are actually objects, each of which provides a range of functions and properties that may be used to perform a variety of different type-specific tasks. These functions and properties are accessed using so-called dot notation. This notation for dot here. Dot notation involves accessing a function or property of an object by specifying the variable name followed in turn by the name of the property to be accessed or a function to called. A string variable, for example, can be converted to uppercase method here. For example, my example, let's make a string and add var here and add to my little string here, and after that let's use my example dot up to uppercase here, as you can see here. So this will convert to uppercase our string literal. So for example, let's print our string literal to our activity main 1 minute text view. Okay, refactor. So let's find our text view here, which don't be worry, I will discuss this code later in course. I just want to show you example. For example, my text view text view text view here equals find view by id r.id dot text view here, and let's print our string to our text view dot my text view dot set text my example yes, my example, and let's run our code and let me show you our emulator here. As you can see here, this our Gradle is building now, so I will stop this video and continue after building Gradle. So our Gradle is built here. So let's wait for application to open here. Installing. As you can see, they're launching layout activity, and applying filter here, and our activity will rank here. So as you can see here, our text view is not changed. Because of that, we make an uppercase here. For example, look at this. If we write this code here, we're gonna see an uppercase letter of my little string literal here. So let's run it again, and you will see that the string will change. But why this is not change? Because we don't change our string. With this method, we just wanted to return an uppercase version of our string, but we don't apply it to our string object, which we will discuss later later course about that. You will see more examples and how to do that proper way. As you can see here, we can see now our string literals uppercase method. So I will tell you as well, so just be patient, and we can do like that as well. For example, my example equals, assign it to my example dot uppercase, and let's do the same thing, and you will see that we are printing our uppercase letter as well here. As you can see here, our string is uppercase as well, but we declared it as lowercase words. So I want to talk about you the second example of type annotations and type interference. So Kotlin is categorized as a statically typed programming language. The essential means that once the data type of a variable has been identified, the variable cannot subsequently be used to store data of any other type without inducing a compilation error. This contrasts two loosely typed programming languages where a variable once declared can be subsequently be used to store other data types. There are two ways in which the type of a variable will be identified. One approach is to use a type annotation the point the variable is declared in the code. This is achieved by placing a colon after the variable named followed here, and we put it here colon, and then we used text view class here. For example, this line of code, for example, user count here, integer and 10. This absence of type annotation in the declaration. The Kotlin compiler uses a technique referred to as type interference to identify the type of the variable here. When relying on the type inference, the compiler looks to see what type of value is being assigned to the variable at the point that is initialized and uses that as the type. Consider, for example, this declaration var signal strength is, for example, 2.200 okay, 2.231 here, or company name here, while company name equals TechPins here. During the compilation of these lines of code, Kotlin will infer that the signal string variable is the type of double here. And that the company name constant is string. But as you see, we don't write it in declaration here because Kotlin compiler will know it and assign right here string for us here. So when a constant is declared without the type annotation, it must be assigned a value at the point of declaration here, as you can see here. So if the type annotation is used when the constant is declared, however, the value can be assigned, for example, val is book nice, for example, and false here, or val course title here, and it's assigned to string here, as you can see here. So as you can see, we declare two variables that which is without declaration. As you can see, we can put the string, but it will throw an error because false is not a string value, so we can write this like this, but it will not a boolean, it will a string.